Hey, how's it going, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of Smoke Break, where I teach you my own personal spins on a lot of barbecue classics, smoking meats, grilling, and general cooking recipes. Today, we're going to fire up the Masterbuilt Sportsman Elite Electric Smoker today, and we are going to do a delicious, buttery, lemony, garlic and herby, cherry wood smoked salmon. I'm going to show you step by step on how we do this, and we're going to pair it with some beautiful vegetables and steamed white rice. So without further ado, let's fire it up and cue that intro. So I have a beautiful slab of salmon that I sliced in half. I already seasoned it with some lemon pepper, granulated garlic, and a little bit of garlic herb coarse seasoning, so it's gonna give it some texture. It's gonna make a nice crust when you put it in the smoker. And I'm also working with a Salmon Atlantic fresh stuffed with crab and lobster. It's gonna be very delicious when we throw it in the smoker. We're gonna do low and slow today, and it's not gonna take long to smoke the salmon because salmon cooks very quickly. We don't wanna dry it out. I'm gonna finish it off inside in the oven with a lot of butter, lemon, and garlic. Wrap it in foil. I'll show you all that stuff in a little bit. But for the smoker, it's only gonna take about 40 minutes in the smoker just to penetrate the meat and get the flavor of cherry wood. And I'm gonna do it low and slow at about maybe 200 degrees today. I'll keep an eye on it, and I'll show you the rest in a bit. Let's get to it. So my trusty old Masterbuilt Sportsman Elite Smoker is right up to temp. I'm gonna keep it between 200, at most 225. It's okay to stay between that range, low and slow. It's only gonna be in there for about a half hour to 40 minutes, just to develop the cherry wood smoke into the meat, and then we'll throw it up in the oven. So let's open this up real quick and place our salmon in there. I just love opening this door and smelling cherry wood. Fill the air. These are gonna go on the bottom rack. I had to put these in a baking dish because if they're stuffed in the middle and they will fall apart on the bottom, so I don't want that to drip and fall over my smoker. So I'm still gonna collect that smoke though, so let's put it in the top rack. And then the salmon will go right below that. Side by side. Beautiful. So like I said, half hour to 40 minutes at most. I'll come back and check it. The internal on these, when they're completely done, is going to be 145 or so. That's when the internal salmon is done. We'll be back in a bit. Look at that. I just checked the internals right now with my probe, and it's only at about 115 degrees. That's exactly where I want these right now, because we're going to finish it off in the oven to keep it moist. You don't want to dry it out in the smoker. I'm gonna wrap these with foil, and if you notice, about 10 minutes ago I glazed it with some Kinder's hot barbecue sauce to give it a nice color. Now normally I would use something like a teriyaki or something because that pairs very well with salmon, but I don't have teriyaki today. I used it all. So that Kinder's hot barbecue works very well with that salmon. The crust on it, I mean, couldn't ask for anything better than that. So I'm gonna wrap these up in the foil, take them inside. We're gonna finish them off with some butter, lemon, some minced garlic. I'm gonna season it a little bit more with some rub, and I'll show you that right now. Let's go. So we are currently inside of my kitchen, about ready to throw this in the oven. I preheated the oven to about 375 degrees. That's all you really need. These are looking gorgeous, but they're not quite yet done. Let's get some minced garlic going. Just kind of sprinkle some all around it. In my opinion, you can never have too much garlic, but that's just me. Same thing with the other side. Remember, this one is stuffed with lobster and crab, so I'm looking forward to trying this one a lot. Pats of butter are gonna go in. I'm gonna place one right in the center. Probably one on the edge. Right over there. It's just gonna melt in. It's basically gonna take a bath in butter, so that's what I like. Salmon needs a lot of butter and lemon for sure. And then lemons, I'm just gonna distribute the lemons all throughout the salmon. Give it a nice presentation there. I'll probably add one more stick of butter in here, slice of a stick of butter, but I'm gonna wrap these up in foil, throw them in the oven, and these are looking pretty damn good right now. I'm excited. So probably only take about another half hour to 45 minutes inside the oven to reach the internal 145. So we'll be back in a bit to check on that. Stay tuned. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is the final product of the smoked salmon, cherrywood smoked salmon. This one in particular is the one that's stuffed with crab and lobster. Very excited to try this. The lemon was sitting right on top of it, but let's get that one out of the way. It kind of fell apart in the oven because it's stuffed, so it's not gonna hold its form, but I don't really care. So as long as it's delicious, it's digging. You know, for someone like myself that doesn't have a lot of seafood that often, rarely, I'm a chicken, pork, and beef type of a guy, but salmon is my go-to when I do have seafood, whether it's grilled or smoked, and my God, this is very, very delicious. I mean, the butter, the lemon pepper, the garlic and herbs, the coarse seasoning that I added for a little bit of texture on the crust, and even the Kinder's hot barbecue sauce that I kind of glazed on it earlier. Damn! If you're looking for a delicious meal, an easy meal that doesn't take that long, whether you're cooking for yourself or for your family, I dare you to try this. I beg you to try this because I guarantee you will not be disappointed, y'all. And this is what I'm having for dinner tonight, and I hope you do the same. If you like what I'm doing, subscribe to the channel, hit a like button, throw some comments out there. I love the feedback y'all are giving me, and I really hope you enjoy the content that I'm putting out. Let me crack open my Mountain Dew real quick. I mean, you just can't beat good food, ladies and gentlemen. So I appreciate y'all checking me out for another episode of Smoke Break. My name is Matthew Serrano, aka Infamous Sam, and like I said, subscribe to the channel, and we'll be back next week for another episode. Take care.